want to echo that appreciation for that nomination, because these are the type of roles that don't always get highlighted, and yet so critical. Thank you, and deserving. Our next Titan is Josh Metz from Monterey Bay Dart. He's the executive director and co-founder of Dart. Josh exemplifies visionary leadership, driving innovation, and economic resilience in Monterey Bay. From playing a central role in securing Joby Aviation at Marina Airport, to launching apprenticeship programs and securing $3.5 million in funding, his dedication to transformative partnerships and workforce development is building a thriving, future-focused community. Josh, come on up.
Any one of these. I'll go between all three of them. Well, thank you, LeBaron, and thank you all for the recognition. Following two professors is a big, they love speaking, and so I'll take some inspiration from them. But this is really an honor for me. I think the first thing I'll start with is that the journey that I've been on began in this community in Santa Cruz and with my neighbors. And it was my neighbor across the street who was the attorney for the Fort Ord Reuse Authority, who welcomed me down, invited me down to meet the director of the program there, which for many of you who may or may not know, Fort Ord was the largest military base closure in the United States, closed in 1994. It's where all of our Army infantry was trained for about 100 years, and this had a big impact on this region. It really drew vacuum of economic activity out of here, billions of dollars a year, almost like a natural disaster. And so there was a long recovery process, and I was lucky enough to land in my neighborhood up on off of Highland here on Ross Street, and wound up bringing my background in environmental planning and landscape architecture to the rebuild of Fort Ord in the last period of its this mission, and through that we were in the right time and a sequence of events to connect with Joby's expansion from the hills of Santa Cruz to needing to come out from their hidden work up in this quarry up the hill and come out into the world and really bring this whole new idea that I know is infected this community pretty strongly, and in fact is an international marketplace that's rapidly expanding. And so it was sort of the sequence of events that helped bring this moment here. So what I want to say is I appreciate that connection. My co-founder of Monterey Bay Dart, Chris Bly, who's right here, was another neighbor, and we got together in the early 2018 period to go after some crazy ideas for integrating drones into the national airspace. And that set off a series of activities that continues even today, where we're competing with Texas to establish a Center for Advanced Aviation Technology here in California. And elections matter. We're competing with our friends in Texas, Ted Cruz and his friends, and it's amazing the dynamics that play out. But, I think it's this sequence of connections and openness to collaboration that Chris mentioned. The collaboration economy is actually kind of a real thing, and we have been lucky enough to make connections with the James Irvine Foundation, which is interested in creating pathways of opportunity for the low-wage workers in California broadly, and specifically in the Salinas and Pajaro valleys, through multiple years. I never could have imagined it. I know Jacob Martinez is here, and I've always been inspired by Jacob's work, and he's does incredible stuff, but I could have never imagined that we would play a role in that. And so this idea that Chris and I kind of got together on in the street, taking our garbage out on Ross Street and getting to know each other. Chris is drones inspecting wind power stations around the world, and that leading to an opportunity to partner with Joby and create this apprenticeship program where we took, people that were farm workers and seamstresses and hospitality workers and provided a paid apprenticeship program. For 6 months. They were trained by these super smart Joby people on how to, do this manufacturing stuff. And it has resulted in the company basically creating all of their entry-level pathways for manufacturing jobs in an apprenticeship model. And so, we're looking to expand that now with a move into aircraft maintenance technicians. There's this huge demand for aircraft maintenance technicians, not only in the traditional aviation, but in electric, because nobody knows how to deal with these high-voltage electric stuff, So it's an exciting world. And one of the things is that this area, this region, the Monterey Bay region, has Joby, but it's also got this other, one of their main competitors, Archer. They're like, if you look at the stock market, these two trade their stock prices here and operating in Salinas. And then up in Hollister, we've got a company called Whisk. That's Boeing's autonomous aviation company, and they're doing their testing here. So we actually have the highest density of these cutting-edge aviation companies right here in our area. And it's kind of pretty under the radar for a lot of people unless you're deep in it like some of us are. And you'll hear from more who are deeper in it even than I am. But I think from the economic development opportunity, it's incredible. And so, I think these little steps that we take, and one thing I've learned from my partnership with Chris, is you do these small little things, and then eventually they become these big things. Mm-hmm. And so it feels like kind of we're getting there, and this recognition, I think, is part of that. It's been 10, 11-year body of work, and I do just want to, again, appreciate all the partnerships and the collaboration. I see John over here and the group from Santa Cruz County Bank. They're key partners and participate in our annual conference, which I want to encourage you all at the end of March. We're taking this thing that we've cultivated along called the DART Symposium we've done for 4 years, and has really resulted in a lot of kind of catalytic relationships that have come out of that. In the end of March, we're taking it up a notch. We've rebranded called the LIFT Summit, which is really intended to bring people from NASA, from different parts of the country that are also kind of focused on this advanced air mobility arena here, so that we can have exchanges on what they're doing, what we're doing, and highlight this area as this kind of a unique, really cool place in this global market that's kind of, about to blow up. And so I think that hopefully some of you can come join us. We really want to connect our community members, our residents of these areas, Santa Cruz County, Monterey County, San Benito, to these jobs of the future. And if you want to join us, please do on that. I want to say thank you to my wife and daughter who can't be here tonight because they're out of town. They support all the work that I do, of course, and just thank you all for the moment. Appreciate it.